So if you would like to see how I put these advanced fun Dutch doors together, stay tuned. What's up everyone? This is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas, and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. As you can see, I have a few sticker books. This one is from Thing, and I may bring in some of these smaller human beings in here. I don't end up using it though. And I have the Botanist Babe, which I haven't used much. Maybe a few stickers here and there are just gone. The majority of the sticker book is intact. And this is a Mystic Babe, which I have shown lots of love on. And I think I will go with this set because the colors seem to go pretty well, better than these ones. And I definitely want to use some lace washi tapes and the film strip washi, which always people love. And I have these tapes also, and this is the Fiery Dream. And these are from the washi tape shop. And just taking the time to remove the cellophane tape so that I don't damage it, because just a few extra seconds here will save you a lot of effort and time in the long run, and you will be able to use all these stickers for a long time because it's a very thick roll. You do have quite a few of these girls in different seasonal looks, and I think I will reach for these, but these are not pre-cut. I will have to cut around the elements that I need. And my code Priya10 can earn you 10% off at the washi tape shop, Live Love Posh, Thing, and even the Arch and Olive, where that journal is from. And this is a flower arched, florally decorated windows, and this sticker book with scrapbook paper and stickers, along with the film strip washi and that starry night magic pattern paper, are all from Journal Say. And so are the paper clips, the tweezer, the scissors, everything. And this is the other size of the film strip washi that I have. I've used both in spreads before, and people love when I end up using these as peekaboo windows. So I will have all that information down in the description for you. And this is a B5 journal. Again, I will be completing it by the end of the year. And this is the last setup I have on here. Just making sure that my name is at the top, visible, because sometimes it just folds over or whatever. And this is the last page, and I have a few more pages left for November. So once I'm done with that, I had started with the December pages because there was a holiday release from Live Love Posh, and I also have my bone folder handy. So I'm going to do this for Dutch door again. I've done again multiple for Dutch doors before, so I'm just counting the number of pages to make sure I have a symmetrical number of pages so that the look will be similar to what I have in mind. Again, this was a very different process, and again, this is a more advanced Dutch door. So I did realize that it ended up slightly more different than what I had thought, but I think I love the end product. Usually I like to just let the process evolve and not overthink it. So I'm using this thinner film strip washi, which again, it comes with a backing, so I can decide on where I want to place it and then measure it out before I cut the required length, and then I can take off the backing effortlessly. So you see how it peels off very easily, and that is our first Faux Dutch door being built. Let us try and lift it and place it a bit more. Yeah, it was just not listening to me, so I think I will just use that paper clip, which is like the clamshell one. And this was all part of my recent haul from Journal Say. They had sent me a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm glad there were things that I really loved. And this is the film strip washi. See how quickly just that one element starts bringing everything together. I love to leave a bit of space along the spine because otherwise it just adds to the chunkiness of the journal. And I really am not a fan of chunky journals when it becomes really difficult to write in them, especially towards the end pages. And let's trim off the corner. And usually I come and add or use my corner rounder, but for such thin elements the corner rounder does not do a good job. So that's why I thought these small scissors, again from Journal Say, I would use that. And I think that's a good starting. And now let's see. I wanted to bring this set of windows, these arched windows. Again, I think it would complement really well against the purples. And first I had thought I would pick one element for the window, but looks like I'm having to pick one window for each side of the symmetrical final Dutch door. And let's use this gyro cut now for this project. I'm using my self-healing cutting mat to protect against, as a protection against my pages, in fact. And I recently picked up the Gyro Cut Pro, and I do get asked what the difference between the two are. I strongly feel that the Gyro Cut Pro is of a higher quality and the blade is more versatile. So if you are somebody who uses it for other materials and not just paper, I think Gyro Cut Pro is your best friend. And also I had used the Gyro Cut. I have been using, in fact, for the past couple of years. And it's been very well used. So the blade is starting to get a bit blunt. You can always come and buy the replacement blades, which I will. And I thought this was a good way to do an upgrade on my tool. So that is why I grabbed the Gyro Cut Pro. And I have linked all the products I'm using, including the Gyro Cut and the Gyro Cut Pro, in the description or in the comments. And I also have a tutorial on how you can get started with the Gyro Cut if that's something you are keen on trying out. It's a great investment. It's on a bit on the pricier side. And please do not settle on the knockoffs, because it does make a world of difference when it comes to the actual cutting. So let's bring in some washi tapes now from Planything. And again, going with the Gyro Cut for the washi tape on top of the florals, because otherwise what I notice is that sometimes the Gyro Cut Pro, the blade is so sharp, it just cuts into that page, which I would not love to see. So this is our first Dutch door on the right side. And this is, again, as easy as it can get. And I like to layer it just off the page in the back. So that is one of the easiest Dutch doors you can build. That's lovely. Next, we will have, I wanted to see, yeah, I thought I would put her down there. But again, these are very repositionable, so you don't have to worry about putting them anywhere. And then if you have to move them to some other spot, it is very, very forgiving. So don't worry about damaging the page or damaging the sticker, which sometimes people think the stickers are too flimsy because they appear really thin. The stickers are thin for sure, but they're not flimsy, and they hold it pretty strong for a good amount of time. A lot of repositioning can be done before it starts tearing. I've done lots of projects where I change my mind midway and I come and reposition this washi tape stickers, and it has held up just fine. So don't think or don't be under the assumption that it is on the flimsier side. So I like to have some kind of symmetry with the colors also, not exactly the exact on either side, but I think somewhat of a symmetry would be good because it does help with balancing the colors also. And as I'm not a lefty, it is a bit more challenging to do all the steps on the left pages, but I think it came out just fine. And this is our first set of girls down. And yeah, let us see now. And these tweezers is something I really love to bring in. And now, as you can see, I changed my mind and I'm moving the girls. And let us see, we need two more because you will see I will not be cutting the area inside these windows this time. Usually I do, and those act as a peekaboo window, but this time we have a small change. So what else do we have? Yeah, again, these do have a sticky backing. So once you are finalized on where you want to place them, just peel off the backing and stick it to the page. It's as simple as that. And as I was looking through them, I realized I wanted something inside these windows, or you could call them frames also if you're not cutting through them, right? So that is our easy peasy. You just need to see where the backing is so that you do not damage the sticker. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. And I want some of that border on the right side of the window also visible. So that is our, yeah, I want something a bit more decorative, a bit more taller. Yeah, I think that'll do. And you see it comes in a good assortment of shapes, very similar shapes, but not exactly the same design. So that is our right side getting ready. And just peel off the backing. And we should be done. Yeah, I love all the intricate patterns and the wine like things on the frame. And now let's get some fun elements inside the windows. Yeah, I think it does make it pop, especially with that softer frame. And even this, you can see how forgiving this is. Just be a bit patient when you lift it up, because otherwise you do not want to rip all those floral elements just like I did now, because I was just trying to lift it, and then one of the flower designs just came off. Not a biggie. I will always find the spot to put it back. How do you like these Dutch doors? And now let's bring in this Baroque lace washi from the washi tape shop. And this is one of the most used lace washi tapes. And this one comes in a set of 5 colors. And as you can guess, black was the first roll I finished off. And with this spread, I finished off this bottle green washi as well. And I do have a spare one because this had sold out once. So when it came back on stock, I grabbed a second roll. I in fact had 2 different rolls, and one of it I had included in one of my giveaways I had hosted a couple of months ago, celebrating my 2-year anniversary here on YouTube. I'd done one for IG and YouTube separately. So I forget, one of those bundles had these Baroque lace washi set. The entire set was there. And you see how that paper clip is coming in handy. So let's go ahead and trim around the lace washi and the window. So that way we can have the next Dutch door all done. Yeah, so that is, how pretty is that? So we will go ahead and do that. It's not the exact, but I think we can make do with what we have. And this is, yeah, let us see. I want that girl sitting right there. Yeah, that looks good. Let me know if you have done something similar, and if you have any of these products that I'm using. And Journal C has new inventory every single week. I believe it's every Saturday. And they do ship international for free after a certain amount. And there are some fun new releases happening in the community of planners and journals. So Arch and Olive is coming out with their advent calendar for the holidays. And they are also having their winter release on November 5th, 9 a.m. Central. And a lot of the products are highly likely to sell out. I'm not sure when you will be seeing this, but very, very likely that it will be sold out. So please make sure that you check it out. I will have all the information regarding even the advent calendar. Arch and Olive has a full spoiler video, like they are opening all the boxes, because some people like to see and make sure that they are getting their money's worth. So it is nice for such people. So if you don't mind the spoilers, then please go ahead and watch it. I will have it linked in the description. But if you are somebody who likes to get surprised every day during the holidays, then please by all means skip it. And I really like to, as an international girly, I like to make sure that I see it fully before I decide on whether to make that purchase. So that's why I like to see such spoilers, because if it's not something I would love to buy, then because it just adds up by the time it gets to me. So that is the reason I decided to check it out. And if you have seen it, please no spoilers here. And I know some people are like very religious about it, they will not take a peek. So please don't spoil it for them. And there is also the Black Friday sale, which usually is a good one. And Mojo Jojo Plans is coming out with their winter sticker books and their date stickers. And they have a few good books, always useful and functional, releasing on November 5th as well, because I think usually it's a first Friday that all the small businesses, a lot of the small businesses, in fact, have their releases. But this time, I think the Chicago Planner Conference is happening around that time. So I guess they wanted to give people time to do the shopping before they head out, for those of them who are heading out. I'm not part of that gang, so it's okay by me, but I think that is the reason, because I think the week of 15 is when, not 15, the week before that, the week of 8th, weekend of 8th, in fact, 8th, 9th, I believe that's the weekend they have the Chicago Planner Conference. So if you are headed there, I think Arch and Olive, Live Love Posh, Mojo Jojo Plans. I'm not sure if Arch and Olive has their table there, but I think the other shops I've seen have their sponsored table and their sponsored merch are all there. So just pop in and say hello to the team. They should all be there. And this is our next Dutch door getting completed. And I think I love how this turned out. And let us see, we need some more of that lace washi to finish this page off, and that's all we will have space for. So I just took it off first because I just wanted to make sure that I had enough. I mean, I do have a spare roll, but how often can you see that? Do you agree? Yeah, so I'm going to line it up with the shape we have, and let us trim around there. And as you can see, my gyro cut does need a replacement blade, because the gyro cut pro is just too sharp. I can't risk my pages, so that's why I thought I will stick to the gyro cut for this one. Again, gyro cut is really sharp, but mine has been used, very well loved, so that is why the blade is a bit blunt. And please don't be under the assumption that this is how the gyro cut blade is. It's extremely sharp. And I am on the lookout for a replacement blade. I have linked it for you if you want to pick it up from Amazon, because not all products get shipped to where I am. So I'm just on the lookout for a seller who will, which I'm hopeful I will get hold of very soon. And this is our next set of Dutch doors. And guess what? I even had some spare length, but it was just too small, you see. And let's just finish off that side. And with all these decorative elements around the window, it becomes a bit tedious trimming around them. So that is our window all done. How are you liking it so far? Let me know in the comments. And now let's get to the very last page. And I really love these fun colors, and I think that lace green, bottle green lace washi really pulls this together, bringing that pop of that feminine touch that the spread needed. And it's a very versatile washi set as well. So that is our set of florals. Let's see. I think the sizes are a bit different. Yeah, these are the smaller flowers that I have used in the earlier pages. So let's dig out the smaller flowers. There you go. It's not the exact same symmetrical element, but I think, yeah, the shapes match, and that's all. It's just a flower. You turn it any way you like, and then you have a good set. And that is, yeah. So now let's bring in some elements to match this shape we have going on. The scrunchie could fit in there. And I'm trying to just mix and match the elements and the colors and not have the same color repeat a lot. And yeah, I think that's good. And this sticker book, The Mystic Babe, I believe is on sale currently. And please consider shopping through my affiliate link. I'm not sure if the code can be applied on top of the already discounted price, but if you don't mind, please shop through my link. And for all the new releases, Live Love Posh just had 3 amazing releases in October. The first one was a holiday release with Merry and Bride, the sticker journaling kit, and some of the one sticker book, in fact, the Christmas Love. And they just restocked it because it got sold out as expected. And this is another washi from the same lace washi set, which does not look good. So I'm going back to, yeah, I think the scalloped one is perfect. The scalloped washi is from Plani Thing. I'm not sure if it is still in stock, but there are lots of options when it comes to this size washi at Plani Thing. And let us see. Just lining up at the edge. And let us see. So this was, I really love this sticker book because there are patterned pages in the back, and then it's all stickers. This is more like a, what do I say? It's like a medicine shop, alchemist, and aromatherapist, all of those kinds of medicines, the herbal medicines and all that. It's those kind of vibes. So let's bring in some of those at the bottom. And this page, these two spaces right there in the center, that space may not be used for journaling, but all the other space where I do not have stickers on are definitely going to be written on. So now let's use the Magician's Bookcase. And this is, again, a very fun set really whimsical elements to use. And this is, let us see, just taking my time to remove that tape well, or it will rip. I don't want to damage it because it's a really pretty washi tape. Look at those whimsical elements. And I think those starry skies and all that, I think those really matched with our theme. And let us see. I think I will just keep it at yeah, that, because I don't want this to overlap the scalloped washi or the film strip washi. So this is our, yeah, I really love how that turned out. Just a quick peek into a bookshelf, and I think that's good. Just let's secure it right away before the whole roll is unrolled. So let us use, you see how I love to bring in the tweezer, and that is our for Dutch door. And I will also like to decorate this page now, the first and the last pages. And I'm going to do like a vertical cascade just on the outer sides of the pages, just so that when we open the Dutch doors, we will have something to see. And just using some positioning with the elements we already have going on. And yeah, similar colors, but not exactly the same. And we also have this leg, which I honestly don't know why I decided to bring that in, but yeah, those legs are hanging out there. I think that hand can peek in from behind that Dutch door. And I think those legs can go up there. And the cactus can definitely sit on the floor. And let us now bring in some filler elements for the white space we have. Again, this is just a matter of going and going back and bringing the elements that are needed. And I think these clouds are just perfect. You know, let's just use it in this corner. I don't want a lot of the elements to be overlapping. And as you can see, I've used this up quite well, the sticker book. And this collection I started using it at the start of 2025. And it's been used quite a few times ever since. And that is, those dark clouds really pull the spread together. And we will also now bring in some of these butterflies. Yeah, the butterflies can just be there right where there is some white space. And then now let's try and bring in a couple of quotes. And these are just some fun quotes. And I'm looking for something that will take up some of that white space. Yeah, I need something vertical or a bit more. Yeah, that's, I think, perfect. The fonts are a bit different, but that's all right. I think the frame of the whole spread is kind of done. Yeah, now I had to come back the next day because I had my son's after school activities. So I'm using that paper from the Starry Night Magic for the pages inside the four Dutch doors. And I'm using my paper trimmer from Journal Say, this handy one. I'm just making sure that I cut it so that I can stick it down. I was just checking if it has a backing as well because you never know, right? Looks like not. I had to check, and I could have edited this part, but I thought you would also like to see. And I'm using my Tombow Dots adhesive to line up that part of the page, and I will add glue to the other side so that I'm leaving a bit of a, first I tried to put it adjacent to each other, but yeah, let us leave a bit of a gap so that the page does not again bulk up again. So see how I'm throwing in tips while I'm doing my advanced Dutch tours, because I do not like bulky pages. And let's use one of these stickers on the other side, and I'm using the my liner, and I had not realized the line is a bit crooked on the at the top, and that was because I couldn't put my head close to the page. And I think just a simple border is all we need, and I will also come back and add some hearts and some dotted lines just for some extra pop, and a couple of hearts thrown in, and just some small decorations instead of making it boring and plain. We have to jazz it up, right? So that is the inside pages all done, and I think that was one of the quickest pages I've ever done. And we do need some simpler pages like those in these advanced Dutch doors. And let us see, I need some smaller elements in the middle, and I will come and secure them to the spine once we are done with everything. And that washi cutter is usually quite handy for that. And the washi cutter is again from Live Love Posh. They had lots of options in the colors. There was a golden one, a rose gold one, the black one which I picked, and I think there was a Go Wild version also in a purple. And yeah, just bringing in some fun elements so that we'll have something to look at along the spine. So let's just press it down, and we need to decorate the pages now. And let us see, we will bring in these washi tapes, and these were part of a Halloween release. And I think the colors are just perfect. Just perfect, spot on with the colors we have going on. Am I not right? And this is, yeah, I think just that simple pop of color. And we have, I think the decorations are all pretty much done. What do you say? And we will definitely come and add some clusters. So let me go grab a couple of these books. And these colors again are really perfect. And I think I will use the lanterns also. And guess what? I ended up finishing, in fact, one of those lantern packs. If you have seen me use such smaller elements for clusters, I love when I can make the clusters pretty. And also it is quite satisfying when you use up an entire pack of sticker, be it the stickers or washi or anything for that matter. And I was really impressed with myself. So I think I'll go for this purple color one. And don't worry, I will have all the names of the items I used. So as you can see, there is quite a bit of variety. And there are 20 sheets, 20 pieces or something in here. And I think the fairy would go perfectly there. And some of these are like the hanging lanterns. So I think it just brings a lot of that finishing touch when we put it against the clusters. What do you say? Do you agree to what I said, or just let me know in the comments? Let's chat about it, because I love to hear what other people think. And everybody has their own way of thinking, so it is nice to hear what others think of it as. And I have my stickers, all the lanterns are up on the cutting mat, so that way I'll have a better view of what is left. And as you can see, again, the sticker book, the functionally pastel, I've been using it quite well. And when I last checked that sticker book, all of these sticker books, in fact, are still available to pick up. And there are some fun colors too, really whimsical look on some of the colors. And I think the blue of that lantern really balances the blue inside the window frame on the left. What do you see? This one too, just peel off the backing and use it. It's as easy as that. And you see how it just pulls it together. I love that. And just continuing with making those clusters to finish off our spread. And I've done lots of advanced Dutch doors. I sometimes bring in the distress inks and oxides, and that gives it a whole new vibe altogether. And I love when I can do that, and it just transforms the whole pages. And again, I get asked another question quite frequently: what do I do with these pages? I write in them, believe it or not. I do write in them, and I write in all the space that does not have a sticker. So anywhere there is no sticker, then I can write in it. So, and I do, because B5 is something I really love to fill in. And the reason you do not see a lot of flip throughs of my completed journals is because there's a lot of personal information in there, because it's just my journal. So I pour my heart out, and I do hear that people read the contents, and that's what really made me hesitant to share the after the pens. So please don't get me wrong. I respect the privacy of my family members. So that is why I am not able to share a lot of the after the pens, but I do occasionally share it, and sometimes it's just part of my whole video, just a small portion, maybe share a week. So even if there is some sensitive information, I can always blur it or something. So sometimes I tend to do that, and I do understand that people wonder what I do with these pages, because for some people this is way too decorative, but I honestly tend to use my pages more if it is pretty. So that is why I like to do it, because I find myself being able to use it. Yay. So these are the last few stickers, the lanterns. One of the packs is done. And let me know what content you would like to see from me moving forward, because sometimes people are very specific in what they would like to see. So if you have any suggestions, please feel free to drop it in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. And please come follow me there. I do share more spreads and more sneaks, even if the spreads don't quite get YouTube videos. And it's a lovely, supportive community. Although I recently did see a few instances of some bad experience with certain other people, but that's how the world is sometimes. So it's for the most part, the supportive and amazing community has your back. And please check out all the other advanced Dutch door setups I have. And again, please let me know in the comments if there is anything specific, or if there is any particular brand that you would like me to come and use. And I will be more than happy to do that if that's something I can do, because with the problem being with an international planner is that a lot of things don't ship to certain countries. So I will try and do my best to accommodate that. And I think that is a wrap. That was quite a long video, I must say. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.